I went to school at Lester Pearson High School in New Westminster, and I took a Journalism 32 class, which was really how to be a writer and how to do productions of newspapers and magazines and what have you. And in my final year, my grade 12 year, the then owner and publisher of the Columbian newspaper in New Westminster spoke to our class. And towards the end of the class, we had the Q&As, and I said, "Excuse me, Mr. Taylor, could you tell me who makes the most money at your newspaper?" He said, "Well, not writers, salespeople." I said, "Well, then I don't want to be a writer. I want to be a salesperson." He said, "Well, when you graduate in June, you come down and see me." So I went down to see him, and I was 19, I guess, at the time, and he hired me right on the spot, and I've been in sales ever since. And I'm 70, so that's 50 years.
Yeah.
50 years. There are so many people that associate selling with the old used car salesperson.
Yeah.
And that's the furthest thing from selling. I think the first thing, obviously, you've got to know and understand the product that you're selling. You need to know that inside out. You need to know all about your widgets, how good they are, how bad they are, how they work, the needs, and so on and so forth. That's critical. So that aside, once you've got that down, now you need to find out who needs it. Who needs it? And so you get in front of your prospect somehow, and you need to get to at least, I say, 6 or 7 prospects a day.
Yeah.
Could be random cold calling, but to me, I like to be face-to-face. And then you determine what their needs are, because you've already pre-sorted out that they could use your widget, whatever it happens to be, or in my case, it's the magazine business, or I sell my speeches. And once I get in front of the person and I figure out all the things that they need, that this product can fulfill, and you go from there. And so I won't say the trick is, that's not the word, but the philosophy is you need to get the individual to say yes. Mm-hmm. And if they say yes 6 times, the 7th time is, well, why don't we just do this deal? It can be very casual. It can be as casual as that. Most of my sales are done that way. Look, we've talked about this. It works for you. You've agreed. You'd like to do this, I think. Isn't that right? Yes, and they're nodding yes. So why don't we just do this deal? Let me write up the paperwork. Yeah. It can be really as casual as that, not nearly as formal as most people think. The very best companies have the best sales forces. They have the best sales forces. So the better you are at sales, the better you will be, and the better and more successful your company will be. And the better you are at sales, the longevity of your employment will be 10 times longer than anyone else.